You weren't supposed to tell anybody that, Andy. You weren't supposed to. Anyway, so we only have 5 awards left. Only one of them is gold-colored here. So we're down to the last category. A couple hundred years ago, the Luddites were smashing machines. You guys read about that? They were smashing the spinning looms in northern England because the weavers were worried that machines were going to take all their jobs. Since then, for most of the 19th and 20th centuries, actually there have been more jobs created and wages have been going up, and for an economist, that's a sign that the value of labor has been going up. So a lot of people look back and think, hey, the Luddites were wrong, case closed. But then 20 years ago, it started happening again. We started seeing that actually the labor force participation ratio, the share of people in the workforce, has been falling, not just in the United States, but in a lot of other countries. As I mentioned this morning, median wages are stagnating. And so people are beginning to wonder again whether or not machines are replacing humans and whether humans can keep up. Because after all, the machines are so much more powerful now than they were in 1816. So it's a question about whether or not we are going to be able to compete with them is the way a lot of people are framing it. But as I said at the opening, it's not a question of what the machines will do, it's a question of how we will use the machines. And in particular, it's possible to use the machines to augment human labor, not just automate it. And in our year, organizing the IIC and looking at people here, we've uncovered a multitude of organizations that are leveraging the combination of humans and machines to offer a great opportunity for progress and success. And we're delighted to share with you this evening our 5 finalists in the humans and machines category. These are organizations that are demonstrating that human labor can be augmented with technology, and that it can further boost human capabilities and boost incomes. So the finalists in this group are first 99 Degrees Custom, which is using future factories and advanced manufacturing to transition manual machine operators into an innovation economy while offering full-time living wage employment for its workers. Secondly, Ignitia, which helps tropical farmers increase yields via SMS-based information. It provides accurate, hyper-local weather forecasting with nearly 80,000 subscribers in its first full year of service. Thirdly, Jana, which has given over 30 million people in emerging markets free internet access through engagement with their mobile app, and it's in partnership with hundreds of mobile operators. Next, LeadGenius, which provides flexible online work to hundreds of underemployed people from over 40 countries. This team of digital researchers uses LeadGenius's crawling, extraction, and data parsing technology to curate data for high-growth sales and marketing customers. And last but not least, Rethink Robotics, a smart collaborative robot manufacturer that makes robots that are able to automate the 90% of tasks that until now have been beyond the reach of traditional automation. Typical factory employees can train and deploy Rethink's robots without any engineering expertise. So let's roll the video and meet these finalists.
For the humans and machine category, the IIC finalists are 99 Degrees Custom.
I started 99 Degrees Custom with 2 sewing machines and 1,000 square feet in a historic mill in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I had a bold but unlikely vision to build a future apparel manufacturing factory here in the US. To build the future factory, we must incorporate the best of people with the best of machinery. And 99 Degrees Custom creates jobs. Not just the kind of jobs we see in today's apparel factories, but advanced manufacturing jobs. And we're just getting started.
Ignitia.
There hasn't been reliable weather forecasting in the region. This is because weather works differently here near the equator. Without weather forecasts, farmers are unable to plan effectively, leaving them at risk and with lower yields. Because we developed the algorithms specifically to predict tropical weather patterns, we can pinpoint the location and timing of tropical storms with a much higher degree of precision. We're helping bridge the productivity gap in West Africa, increasing yields, reducing risk, and building climate resilience by allowing farmers to do more with less.
Jana.
Data is really expensive for many people in many parts of the world.
In Brazil,
No one was on public transportation looking at their phone. They're not going to use it when they're just like, walking down the street, that they're going to save it for the times when it's most important to them.
And what we do is we offset the data costs. So as people are installing and using and downloading apps, what we're doing is we're monitoring that traffic and essentially crediting user back the money so that they can basically use their phone without having to incur cost.
We are the largest provider of free internet in emerging markets.
How can
LeadGenius.
you use technology to solve a business need?
We started out as a social enterprise, and we've managed to stay true to that vision as we've grown into a venture-backed company.
We applied crowdsourcing techniques and looked at ways that we could make an impact with those that maybe couldn't find work in their communities.
What we're trying to do is take something that all companies need done and building those skills to work with people from all over.
Rethink Robotics.
At iRobot, we manufactured the Roomba in China. So I saw what was happening in China up close. And the era of plentiful, cheap Chinese labor was coming to an end. If we wanted to maintain our manufacturing of the goods that everyone uses, it was going to have to ultimately be done with robotic assistance.
Congratulations to all 5 finalists. I now have the distinct pleasure of awarding $25,000 to the first of our 4 winners, and then that awesome fun of handing out that big $125,000 check to our grand prize winner. So for our first winner, please welcome Lisa Petrevska, the Managing Director of Ignitia. Congratulations. Next, please welcome Anand Kulkarni, co-founder and chief scientist of LeadGenius. Congratulations. Our third winner is Jana. Thank you very much. Fourth, please welcome Yuri Ivanov, innovation scientist at Rethink Robotics.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And finally, I'm pleased to announce the grand prize winner of $125,000 in the IIC Humans and Machines category. Please welcome the founder and CEO, Brenna Nan-Schneider of 99Degrees Custom. Oh. Congratulations. Well done.
Here you go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Well, I started off talking about the Luddites and the smashing of spinning wheels. It's kind of, in a way, ironic, or at least interesting, that you're working in that industry. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to do this in this particular industry.
Yeah, so I grew up in manufacturing, and I never imagined that apparel manufacturing would come back, especially not at scale. It's fun, actually, to be working in an industry where so many of us have preconceived notions and we assume that it's gone. And so now we're building a model that proves a really exciting future and a large opportunity. So I'm glad that I had that kind of insider view into an opportunity to bring it back. For me, what I needed to see in order to start this company was that apparel manufacturing could scale, I didn't want to start a small manufacturing company and it's too competitive to do this at a small scale. So scale was important, but also an opportunity to create meaningful jobs. And so for me, apparel manufacturing kind of it feels like a jackpot because we can create jobs now and then transition our workforce into the future workforce that we need. And so it was just this really compelling opportunity to kind of create the jobs that I think we really need in the future, and in many post-industrial cities like Lawrence, just 45 minutes north of here where we work.
Yeah. So you talk about making the factory of the future. Say a little bit more about how you're using technology in the factory of the future.
Yeah, so actually, I should have introduced my team.
Yeah,
so Ricardo runs operations for us, and Marilyn is one of our sewing machine operators who's been promoted to innovation operator recently. So she's learning a lot of new technology. Yeah. And so I think when we think about Factory of the Future, I really think about her work. And so starting to learn the manual operations of a sewing machine, and then learning to oversee machines that are doing the work that she was trained to do first. So she really understands the logic of that machine. And so it's creating a factory where maybe apparel isn't created with thread and needles anymore. It could be ultrasonic welded apparel and laser cut apparel.
Wow,
and
really?
so introducing really cool next generation technologies that are making the clothes we wear, and integrating sensors and stretchable electronics, which are things that we're doing regularly, so at scale. So really, it's new technologies and also really exciting opportunities for learning and training on advanced machinery.
That's really cool. Right here in MIT's backyard.
Yeah.
So congratulations to
Thank you.
99 Degrees Custom.
Thanks.
And actually, congratulations to all the finalists in this category.
We need a bigger
And
check.
here's we get to do the check, the best part.